I miss her so much. I wish she was here, and I wish that this never, ever happened to her.
Today on the Morning Edition, justice, but no closure. The family speaks out after the man who took their daughter's life 2 years ago is sentenced, how they're remembering her, and the bigger conversation that's at stake. Plus, Anchorage's newest plan to tackle homelessness moves forward, why officials believe a long vacant building is the right fit, and how many people it could help get off the streets and live.
Watch out, world, I'm on my way. Nothing can stop me now.
All right, lights, camera, action. A decades-old music camp. It hits the stage this weekend, helping young performers shine as the Morning Edition starts now. Good morning, everyone. All I want to do is like the jazz hands. Woo! When you feel that. I love that. My daughter does like performing camp. She did it over spring break. Yeah. Loved it. So
that is so fun. And we're showcasing a lot of talent from Alaska this week.
I mean, we saw the guy from Homer's Got Talent, Silas. We've got, there's a lot of talent from across the state. And it's always nice to come across what we do have to showcase here across Alaska. Of course, we are waking up this morning. We do have some fog conditions across parts of South Central. This coming off of the rain that we did see yesterday, which did amount to less than a half an inch of rainfall officially for the Anchorage Bowl. Of course, we are waking up this morning. Those temperatures sitting at 56 degrees with winds remaining fairly light. We could see some possible sunshine breaks throughout the day. But of course, we're going to continue to hold on to at least this mostly cloudy weather pattern for a good portion of South Central. We are drying out, but we will watch some additional rain showers looking likely into the evening hours. Of course, most of the rain today will grip areas of Prince William Sound and southern parts of the Copper River Basin. 45 degrees in Golcana, 51 in Palmer, and 56 degrees in Talkeetna. Many areas, though, waking up with those temperatures in the low to mid 50s. And again, we are beginning to see some drier conditions taking hold across South Central. But notice this system or this wave of rain that's moving in from the east. That will gradually build into inland areas of South Central. So we could see a chance for some possible rain showers this evening, but a better opportunity arrives Friday into Saturday for inland locations. Of course, one thing we are watching this morning is some of those foggy conditions. This is out at the airport in Palmer. You can see that visibility greatly reduced, and this coming off of the rain that we did see yesterday. In fact, Wasilla also seeing some of those visibility concerns down to 4 miles, 7-mile visibility down towards Cordova. So we are seeing some of that localized foggy concerns this morning as you step outside. So just take it easy on those roadways. We are going to see temperatures warming back into the mid to upper 60s. And again, seeing a gradual return to some possible rain showers into the evening, but I think our better chance will be into our Friday and Saturday. I'll have more on that in that 7-day forecast coming up.
A long vacant building in Anchorage with a complicated past is getting a new purpose. This week, the Assembly voted to turn it into a new homeless shelter, and the people behind the project say it's not just about beds, it's about building stability. Joe Allgood shares details on the shelter near downtown.
Located at 1911 East 5th Avenue, the building, also referred to as Linda's Place, was largely chosen for its size, according to the operators, MASH Property Management, LLC.
The reason we like the spot is because it's 3 stories and has a great working elevator. It allows us to spread people out. We'll have 100 guests at a time, and it allows us to keep and put men and women on different floors, which is just really nice for safety and privacy.
Some on the Anchorage Assembly had concerns about redundant services near the location, but MASH says the location is key.
This allows us to have something that's a little more on the edge of downtown and also the edge of Mountain View and the edge of Fairview. It's kind of on the edge of all 3, but not really in the middle of any of them.
The lot is incredibly close to a bustling 5th Avenue, but MASH said fences will border the property and staff will monitor it around the clock. That staff will include social workers and medical professionals with a steadier long-term presence.
I'll tell you what. Everybody who stays in these systems kind of knows, they're like, oh, these guys are going to be here for a long time. I can stay here. I can get to know the caseworkers. I can talk to caseworker Fred every single day and, figure out my stuff.
With the ultimate goal to help people find transitional housing if they seek it.
There's people who are kind of just waiting for the spot to open, and some that are just needing to start from the very beginning to actually get the voucher. So it's just a waiting game sometimes. There's more people than there are houses.
MASH says they expect the shelter beds to be at full capacity starting at the beginning of its operation on through the entirety of that operation. Joe Allgood, Alaska's news source.
Briana, go.
Well, that's Briana Hetrick, described by her loved ones as being full of life, energy, and promise. And this morning, for the first time since a Homer man was sentenced for killing her, Hetrick's family is speaking out to Alaska's news source. It's been 3 weeks since Arturo Mondragon Lopez Jr. took a plea deal for the 2023 shooting. He called it an accident. Her family disagrees. As investigative reporter Johnson Kuhn reports, they're sharing their pain and also questions about justice and their memories of a daughter and a sister who they say lit up every room.
Are you taking a video?
Videos and photos showing Briana Hetrick's smile are always close.
She's still cherished by everyone every single day.
For her sister Destiny Gracia, memories of Briana's generosity and sense of humor live on. Almost 2 years since she was killed, her family says not a day passes they haven't thought of the countless good times they shared.
I missed her so much. I wish she was here, and I wish that this never ever happened to her. Because I would love to hear her voice again and her laughter. And just to see her. Just to see her, that's what I would love to have, but it's all gone.
And I wish I would have had a bunch more. But, I really miss her every day because she was my best friend.
What has been difficult for this family is how her killer has described in court documents, telling law enforcement how he said she died. 37-year-old Arturo Mondragon Lopez Jr. told police he and Briana were in the middle of a sexual act that involved his gun being placed in her mouth at her request. But Briana's family insists it's just not true based on what they've called Briana's well-known fear and dislike of firearms.
He was trying to clean his gun in front of her, and she's like, I don't want that in the house. Calls me to come get her because she didn't want to be around it. So I went and got her. Like, you can't tell me that she was willing to do it even the day prior when she called me to say there's a gun in the house, I need you to come get me.
As they work to move forward, they're remembering Briana as an avid Homer High School athlete. Her coach described her as a dream player. There today, a memorial tree just beyond center field pays tribute to the inspiration she was to those who loved her most.
Kind of the hope in her life that she was one of our people that was going to carry this generation forward. She would be a perfect example of it. And she's gone.
Johnson Kuhn, Alaska's news source.
As part of his plea deal for the 2023 shooting, Arturo Mondragon Lopez Jr. was required to admit to committing domestic violence, but Briana Hetrick's family says that admission isn't enough. They want a larger, louder conversation about why, in their view, Alaska's domestic violence sentences are too weak, too common, and often too dismissed. It's a wider issue that we're digging into and one that we'll bring you in the future report. And if you or someone you know needs help, we've linked the state's directory of shelters and advocates on our website and also our mobile app.
A Fairbanks man faces serious charges this morning after state troopers say he threatened people with a gun and broke into a home. Troopers say it happened just after 4:15 p.m. Tuesday on College Road when multiple people reported a shirtless man with a gun making threats and entering a house without permission. 62-year-old Kenneth Reed Jr. was arrested with help from SWAT. He's facing charges of burglary, terroristic threatening, weapons misconduct, and multiple felony assaults. Reed was taken to the Fairbanks Correctional Center. Bringing together global leaders, the largest Arctic Policy Summit is underway in Anchorage. Arctic Encounter kicked off Wednesday at the Denina Center. This year, participants represent a record 27 countries. The event is marked by seminars, discussions, and breakout sessions about the future of the Arctic. Its founder says the summit is an efficient way for leaders and stakeholders to meet together in one location to share information and ideas.
We cover everything from Arctic infrastructure to geopolitics, national and international security. We have Nobel Peace Prize winners, ambassadors from all the Arctic states and many non-Arctic states. We really run the gamut in terms of what we try to address in a very intensive 3 days.
Governor Dunleavy is scheduled to speak at the event today, and U.S. Senator Lisa Murkowski is scheduled to speak tomorrow.
Homer cyclist Kristen Faulkner is out of the Tour de France Femmes, citing fatigue that plagued her throughout the race. On Sunday, the Olympic gold medalist barely made the time cutoff after crashing and battling illness. Longtime family friend Ken Kastner says resilience, persistence, and her dedication to the team pushed her to ride to the end.
And I just kind of wrap that all up into, what we call in Alaska grit. It's just that determination to exceed what people expect of you and to kind of set new goals and new benchmarks for yourself that you can reach.
Faulkner was one of 8 riders who withdrew from the race yesterday.
As summer winds down, fall sports are ramping up.
But the countdown to kickoff, it comes with a challenge. A growing shortage of officials and referees is being felt not just in Alaska, but all across the country. The National Federation of State High School Associations says it's impacting fields from flag to tackle football, which is slated to see several games this week throughout the state soon. The high school football season begins Friday, August 15th, here in Alaska.
Looking ahead to tomorrow, save the date for the Helping Us Give School Supplies or HUGS Back to School Jam tomorrow. This is for Anchorage School District families. It'll be at Beggage Middle School from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. It's open to all ASD families. And something new this year, you can register for tomorrow's event, but it's not required.
Still ahead, back to school isn't just backpacks and books. It's also about staying healthy, what parents need to know about immunization requirements before kids are back in the classroom.
Plus, the major announcement from OpenAI about a new version of ChatGPT designed to help college students learn.
Seeing some localized areas of fog this morning across South Central. Rain continues out towards Prince William Sound. I'll have a look ahead at the close of July. But first, that sunrise coming in at 5:30 in Anchorage, 4:48 in Juneau. Your full forecast is next.
We're back on your Thursday. As you can see, still dark out there, but we've got a bear that looks like it's caught a fish and is chowing down on it.
An early morning snack, Aaron. Look at that.
Oh, that's a big bear right there. Of course,
fattening up, yeah.
We got that night cam vision. The fish still jumping as freely as they can this morning out of Katmai National Park. Of course, we are coming to the end of July, and when we're looking at our temperature as a whole across South Central, it was actually a fairly seasonal month. We did see a couple of days where those temperatures were slightly above average, but overall we were within the realm of normal, and we're sitting at an average monthly temperature of 59.7 degrees, which is right where we should be as we close out July. And of course, one thing we're also seeing is those increasing rain chances. Notice Friday, we saw just over 0.4 of an inch of rainfall. Yesterday, we also saw that as well. That brings our monthly total to 1.33 inches. And while we have seen some rain showers this month, nowhere near that wet July that we did see last year, where we saw over 4 inches of that rain accumulation. But you can see a typical July brings about 1 3/4 of an inch of rainfall. So we're within that realm of normal when it comes to the rain across South Central. And of course, we are continuing to favor some showers out towards southern parts of the Copper River Basin through Prince William Sound as that area of low pressure continues to build back north into the Gulf of Alaska. And we continue to see additional rain showers as you head out towards the Aleutians. This comes from that area of low pressure that continues to build into the western Aleutians, already seeing some winds increasing up to 25 miles per hour. As that low continues to pull off towards the east, or at least that frontal system associated with it, we'll see winds gusting upwards of about 40 miles per hour through the Aleutians through the remainder of today. So we're going to continue to see waves of rain pushing through the Aleutians throughout the remainder of today and into the rest of this week, on into the first part of the weekend. So be prepared for that return to some wetter conditions. Largely on the dry side with some possible sunshine breaks across western parts of South Central today. But that rain that's impacting Prince William Sound, that will build westward into the evening hours. So we will see a chance for some showers later this evening. We can't rule out some thunderstorm development through parts of the valley later today, but largely expecting just some passing showers into the evening hours. We dry out into your Friday morning. And much like we'll see today, another wave of rain will build back through Prince William Sound and into South Central. This will bring a better return to some rain showers. So expect Saturday to be a lot wetter compared to what we will see today and into tomorrow. Temperature still warming back into the mid to upper 60s today. And again, can't rule out some showers, but we will see some sunshine breaks throughout our afternoon hours. This is, again, currently bringing us The average temperature for this year at 40.5 degrees. And although the last 3 months have been near or below seasonal values, we are currently sitting at the 9th warmest year to date. That comes from that record warmth that we did see for the first couple of months of the season. Now, today we are going to see those temperatures warming into the 60s and 70s across South Central. So we are beginning that warming trend once again across the region. As far as what we're going to be seeing when it comes to that 7-day, back in the mid-60s for your Friday. Again, late PM showers look likely into your Saturday. We'll see some rain with slightly cooler conditions. And then a stretch of some sunshine carries us through the first part of August with those temperatures warming back into the upper 60s. Possibly some 70-degree readings into early next week.
All right, thanks, Aaron. Now to a story about AI revolution and a major announcement about a new version of ChatGPT, this one specifically designed for college students that are learning.
But will it mean an end to students using AI to do their work for them? Savannah Sellers reports.
It's called Study Mode, the newest tool from OpenAI, the company behind ChatGPT, the artificial intelligence chatbot that since bursting onto the scene in November 2022,
AI has made cheating incredibly easy. It's a cheater's dream.
Has frustrated college professors like Duke University's Oren Starn.
How much has AI impacted your classroom?
It's had a huge impact. What I've been starting to see is more and more students handing in assignments that were all or partly written by AI.
But OpenAI CEO Sam Altman says higher ed needs to change.
And I already think college is maybe not working great for most people.
And today, his company says Study Mode is designed to help students learn something, not just finish something.
Here's how it works. If you've used ChatGPT before, you provide it with a prompt. I need a 500-word essay on Orwell's 1984. It immediately gives you the essay. Now, in this new mode, if you click on Study and Learn, ask it the same thing, it's not just going to spit the exact essay out for you. It's going to go about it more like a tutor, saying, before we jump in, can you tell me a little bit about the assignment, asking me questions to help me write it.
Wall Street Journal tech columnist Joanna Stern says the choice is now in users' hands.
There's nothing stopping a student from getting the answer. That cat is out of the bag. There are so many AI tools that will provide the answer for you.
Or a learning version. OpenAI competitor Anthropic launched a similar tool to Study Mode back in April for institutions. AI already a huge part of education. A recent Gallup poll shows 6 in 10 teachers use it as a tool for their work. And startups like the Alpha School use AI software to power core curriculum as early as kindergarten.
Artificial intelligence is sort of the future, whether we like it or not. I think it's something that is already a part of our lives on a daily basis.
The issue now, how students will choose to use it.
Meantime, kids are out enjoying summer, but some savvy parents already have those school supplies ready to go. 62% of shoppers say they'll begin back-to-school shopping before August. One strategy, shop secondhand for durable items or use what you already have. Bargain hunters can also use store apps, loyalty programs, and cashback offers to stack those deals. The National Retail Federation predicts Americans will spend more than $128 billion this year on back-to-school shopping.
And as we gear up for another school year, it is crucial to ensure that kids are protected against preventable diseases, and that means back-to-school immunizations. Alaska requires kids to be vaccinated before they start school. And if you're unsure of which vaccines your child needs, you can always look online for a vaccine schedule or contact the Anchorage Health Department. Overall, making sure that your child is vaccinated just adds another layer of protection from things that they might be exposed to.
You've been listening to the Alaska's News Source podcast. Subscribe to have the latest episodes delivered to your library automatically.